love all of my shit.
I was just on, we're doing the coilovers, and fucking, they're just a dick. A dick to get on. Then I've got to set them up, so you know what? I'm not bothering putting them on. Oh, what a dick. I just can't be arsed. It's going to take me ages to set them up, and it's just too much work. I just can't be bothered. One thing away from doing a turbo. I think one thing, I hope one thing. It's fucking killing me at the minute, but all I've got left to do, I've done the suspension and the upside down tie rod ends. I fucked off the coilovers, so I'm going to sell them because I just couldn't be arsed pissing around with them. And once I've got my top mounts on, I'm going to do a how-to on your engine mounts, because I'm going to remove the chinky chong, pinky pong jobbers that are just too hard. So what's up guys, it's Stu, and I've received all my new engine mounts. So this is my old one. This is the only one that weren't broke on the actual car. So that's the gearbox side. This is the front engine mount. That's the rear. And then this is the engine side, which is a poly bush. So this one I don't have to do anything with. These three I mean, I'm going to fill with Tiger Seal. Polyurethane adhesive sealant. So this should dry rock hard. Well, not rock hard, but with enough playing than the Chinese pile of shit that I've got. Oh. So all I've done is Tiger Seal inside, smooth it all out, cram it full. You still see a bit of spit on there. Best lube for a one night stand. And there we are. So I can get rid of those crappy Chinese fucking bushes. They aren't crappy, they're just too hard, they're too solid. And we've got my engine mounts that have all been Tiger Sealed. And they feel quite hard, but they should have a bit of play in them. This is an actual polybushed one. There's a guy on Facebook that sells them for 50 quid, so I didn't want the liquid filled ones because they just end up going fucked and they're really soft. So I've got a front mount, side, back mount, gearbox mount and engine mount there. So that's all four of them. Remove all this shit, everything's a mess. So we're going to get on with removing them. So first one you need to take off, well the first one I decided to take off. I've also dropped my subframe down a bit just to make it a bit easier, and I've got the Teg Weir little subframe locking things, but that's the way they go on. I thought they went on the inside because I couldn't get them past that bolt, but you're supposed to just bopper them in and it'll squeeze through it and lock it in. Who would have thunk it? So you got two 13mm here for your rear one, and then a 15 up top there. Take that out and your rear one comes right out. So I'm going to get my new rear one. If you remember when I took the engine out, if you watched it, I had 3 broken engine mounts. My engine was slapping around like mad. I'm going to make sure that all the bolts go in. Last thing you want to do is realise that they're faked. So that rear engine mount goes in there. Let me go get a douche. Whoever invented camouflage torch is fucking snapping. What a pile of shit. There's our engine mount up there. Gonna try and do this one-handed. So the one with the big metal damper on goes on the front, under there. And it makes it a lot easier if you remove your cap. I'm going to put my D-cap back on. And then once that's on, you can tighten them all up. So that's the rear engine mount. So I'm removing the front engine mount now, as you can see up there. So I've got my new one here, and I'll show you what bad shape my front one was in. So I've dropped the front of the subframe off so that I can actually get my subframe in. You've got a 17mm that goes right through. That goes through the side there, through that gap there, into a captive nut. If you're like me, you probably ripped it off. And then you got 3 17mm bolts that hold the actual mount on. Where's my torch disappeared to there? So this is my last one to get off here. And there we are, the engine mount is off, you see it? So this was my front mount, look at this. So that's split there, and it's a common problem on the Civics that they all split there. Because I tried to get some second-hand ones, but every single one he took off, they were split, so I had to buy a new one that weren't bad. It was like 40 quid, 50 quid. I'm going to stick that new one back up there, and I'm going to put my subframe back up, but I might not be able to get the bolt in, but I'll have to see. The new mount in. I've not dogged anything up yet, it still moves. I've just got to get the gearbox and the engine side done. So the actual mount's tight to the engine, but this bolt here isn't tight. So let's do the engine side and the gearbox side. So this is the engine gearbox mount. I've just undone it, so my engine is loose now and it's just dropped down. So I'm going to crack off the 3 bolts next to it, lift it out, and then put my new one in. So you got 3 bolts there. I think the originals are 17s. The new ones that I had on these are 18, so I'm going to put the originals back in. So them 3 are 18. Hopefully I can now take my earth off there and jostle this about. That engine mount is now out. There we are. Just need to get that off there. So that's the passenger side engine mount. And that's off, so we're going to replace it with the original. I think I'm going to have to get that on first. So I'm going to get all the original bolts and stick them in. So this should be a lot easier because the shorter bolts and smaller, so, and they're all 17. We've just got a big one to go in here. I'm going to go change my battery because my battery is dead in my GoPro. Well, I just realised my fucking shit camera's not bloody filmed this. So there's the other engine mount that I've just put in. It's 3 14mm to mount it. I used the 2 original nuts and I lost the nut, so I had to use the 18. But when you've got it like this, you've got to try and get your engine back up. Stick a pry bar between the actual bracket mount and the engine. Yeah, so I just went where the bracket mount is there, and then I just lifted the engine up like that to get it. But look at that, I've actually got some engine movement. Fucking Nora. Yeah, so that's the only one that I didn't do a video on because it didn't feckin' record, but it's straightforward, it's same as others. Just undog it and the engine will sag to one side. You just have to lift it back up with a pry bar. So this is everything, we're done. Just tighten that up, it didn't fucking record again. So that engine mount's tied up. I've just got to jack car up and then retighten all the bottom ones. So I'm just dogging up my engine mounts now. With the feck. Take camouflage fucking torches. They're the worst. So, and there we are. So we're going to start it up in a second. Once I get my D-cap back on, I can start it up and see if all my engine rattling and fucking shook to death's disappeared. So, I'll see you in a sec. We have the old engine mounts back in. I've just got the some lights to fit in these, and then the dash will be back in. And we will be cooking on the gas because this is literally the last bit. Oh, and I've got to replace my battery, but here we fucking go. Let's see if it rattles us to death again. Oh, you beauty. You fucking look at that. Nothing. No rattling, a slight vibration. but nothing, nowhere near compared to the other one. Mirrors not rattling, dash isn't rattling, doors aren't rattling. Ah, oh, I can live with this. Yeah, we're just getting a slight vibration, but nothing mega. Ah, oh, this car, I think I'm back in love with it. So the other day as well, I put my new extended brackets on, so it sits a bit further behind now, so it's not as much in your face. And there you are. If I move out of the way, you can have a peek at what it looks like when you're looking at it. So a lot of people don't like wing mirrors, but if you're watching this and you've made it this far, congratulations. I'm going to pop out either the end one there, or this one here, or maybe middle one, and I'm going to get some gauges. So my boost gauge, oil pressure gauge, and whatever other gauge I want in there, I'm going to put 3 gauges inside it. Because I was going to get a Subaru one that sits on the dash, but I don't really want one on the dash. So I just want one right there, or I could put them right in front of me, because you don't really need this one here. Oh, what a relief. Cheers for liking, subscribing. I'll see you in a bit. If I can find the off button.